Azizi Gamble here, the Brain Trust. I'm here with
Azizi Gibson from Brainfeeder, Prehistoric Crew. That's what I rep.
So welcome, Boston. It's first time?
Yeah, I passed through,
Okay,
cool.
But
like my first time definitely doing something on a career basis.
Yeah. You just got off stage, you tore it up, especially the last couple of songs.
Thank you, man. Right. Yeah, it took me like a while to like get in the flow of things. Like my heart was racing. Like I was just thinking about like all the things I've accomplished to just be where the fuck I was just standing. So.
Yeah, I mean the Middle East is like one of the main spots in Boston, so like all the big dudes come through here.
Like when we pulled up and I saw like the inside, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting tonight.
Cool. So yeah, actually, you grew up in the military, so you've lived all over, everywhere overseas.
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't been overseas, so that's kind of, I always like to talk to people about that.
That's crazy.
But how is, being overseas, Germany, Thailand, Maryland, and now in California, how has all that shaped you as a person and as an artist?
I think I've got this everything's gonna be okay mentality, because I've never been like a poor person, but I've never been a rich person, and I don't want to always say I've been a middle class person either. Like I've just been the way I was raised to just enjoy my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wasn't, but I don't want to say luckier, but I just was blessed with a different experience to grow up as like the only African American around me. Like I didn't go to school with African Americans until like high school, really. I went in middle school, but it was kind of like a different type of area. It was like just not Prince George's County where I graduated high school. So it's like everything was a cultural shock when I moved to America, like how things were and how we all like our persona and what we liked and the foods we ate. Like it's definitely made me to just be chill and just accept everything, because everything is just like, who the fuck knows, man? Like if you don't get along with this person, like really what's your reason? Like you can't even tell yourself like, oh, because you don't whatever, like you're not gonna die. So get used to it, and that's my mentality. Like I just enjoy life. Everyone's cool. It's not about colors, it's not about anything, it's not about whatever. It's just like if you can get down with it and we can come to a nice little agreement, whether it's we both like women and that's most men, then we can all get along, whether like you're yellow, purple, or fucking whatever the next damn color comes. So.
Yeah, that's a real good way to look at it. So like everything you've done up to this point has led you to being part of the Brainfeeder. I know we talked about that experience and kind of how that came about, but just touch on that, how like because it's like kind of like a rare, it's kind of like
it's just some weird shit, kind of like a Big Sean. You just run up to the motherfucker and just rap, and then just pray that the person just hears the talent and your ambition. And that's kind of what it was. I met Flying Lotus in the gym. I told him I did music. I got his email. It was like an email that was full, so it was like return to sender type thing, or just like notify me that he didn't get it. I was walking around with like a few mixtapes at the time because I lost my job that day, and I saw him at the same spot that I saw him before, and I handed him my mixtape, and then I like didn't have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't get on all the time. So at nighttime, like 11 midnight, I finally got on, and then I noticed he had tweeted me and like shouted me out and like DM'd me like, oh, fucking your mixtape was really dope, we should fucking meet up, have lunch, and just like kick back and talk about some shit. And then like we built a relationship from there. And yeah, it was funny because it happened so fast, just like 3 months in to moving to Los Angeles, like living on couches, and then it's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, being in the right place at the right time. So you put out your first project, The Ghost in the Shell. It's like it's very laid back. It's very conceptual. Just kind of touch upon like the process of making that and how it compares to your earlier projects.
I think Ghost in the Shell definitely took extremely way more serious than I've ever taken any project. Like it was more of fun with other projects, so I just kind of did whatever like the new sound was or whatever. Like, but I still try to make it good. Like I'll never write a verse that I just don't want the world to hear. Like I'm not just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write that. There are a few tracks where I'm just, I'll write this for that person, because sometimes you have to do that in this industry. But for the most part, but I would still never release something that I don't believe in, even though I didn't want to do that style of music. So this with Ghost in the Shell, I was like, I need motherfuckers to know who Azizi Gibson is. So I took my time, like I took a year out to catch the right beats, to catch the right feeling, And then like I was linking with Mills, and then I was linking with Jonathan Lau, and he's actually a producer based out in Boston, and he produced half of my Ghost in the Shell mixtape and shit. So it's like I met him, first time I met him is tonight. Like we just all through internet.
Yeah.
Like he just been sending me shit,
crazy.
and then I just finally like opened the file and was like, holy shit, like gold mine. And you know, just I took the time out, put the tracks back to back, kept on creating until I had it, and I was just like, this is it. Like there's enough for everybody. And the only regret I have for that mixtape is just I just wish I was as smart as I was now and dropped that. Because sometimes it's not all about the music. Like that's what it is.
Especially now.
Yeah, especially now. And like I'm really learning that, and it's been about like half a year, a little bit more than a half a year since I dropped Ghost in the Shell. So it's like now I know way more than I fucking did 7-8 months ago for sure, and it would have been a lot better. That's all I can say.
You just gotta put it on the next project.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on that all like my Ghost in the Shell 2, even though it's not called Ghost in the Shell. So that's all it is.
Cool. Well, you got some fans here.
Hey man, I'm glad you did the interview. I'm glad y'all had me out. For real, it's a great crowd. Like you don't know what to fucking expect when you're performing at a place for the first time, and it was like amazing. So
Boston's, you know, you always get love as long as you bring good music.
yeah, Boston, y'all did y'all thing tonight. Y'all should have been on stage. I should have been in the crowd for real. So, like once again, man, just thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Taking the time out to fuck with me.
Thank you. Azizi Gibson, Lindsey Gamble, The Brain Trust.
We out.
Good.
Whiskey.